Well, it's looking once again like we're going to send billions of dollars to other countries. Meanwhile, the American citizens are struggling, right? We can't even secure our border. We can't fix the highways. We can't fix the power grid. We can't fix nothing. But we have all this money to send to other countries. I tell you all the time, remember the American government fought over $600 during the pandemic to help the American citizens for months. They fought over it to help you and people like me out. But they chose, any other country, they just write them money every year. Million here, billion there. But yet, they can't help the American citizen out at all. The border is wide open. Where are all these illegals going to start staying, right? Where are they going to start staying? You got your sanctuary cities. They're saying, hey, we're full. We can't house no more of them. But yet they're going to start giving them debit cards, free phones, free housing, free medical. American citizen can't get no help, right? Every year you pay your taxes in, it goes to help somebody else, some illegal or some other country, right? You have people in your own city, little area that you live in, that need help that does not qualify for help. They don't. You'll see elderly people because they draw, Social Security or disability or something. They can't qualify, but for $20 or $30 a month in foods and EBT, right? They can't get $20 or $30 a month to help them with food. But yet you can just throw all this money to these illegals. When is somebody going to stand up and say, hey, we got to stop this? You got Trump coming in. He says he's going to deport every one of them, right? Well, guess what? Sounds like a good plan, right? Let's deport them, get them out of the country. Two questions on that. Who do you think is going to pay for them to be deported? Taxpayers. And all the money that they're giving them, what are they going to do with that money once all the illegals are gone? They get rid of all of them, right? What are they going to do with that extra money that they were giving them? Guarantee you it don't go to help the American citizens at all. It will not go to help anybody like that. You've got states that still has pandemic relief money sitting around that they never used. What was that money earmarked for? I mean, it's just here in Alabama, they gave $150 if you filed single and $300 if you filed joint on your taxes, right? They done it around Christmas time. That was extra pandemic money. They fought over that because the governor said, let's do $800 and $1,600. They're like, no, we can't do that. Let's just give them a little bit of it, right? Okay, where did the rest of that money go? Who knows, right? But the federal government has all this dang money that they can just support this country, that country, every country in the world except for their own citizens. It's getting to the point of where what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to keep complaining and hope that when we go vote that it takes care of it? Because I'm going to tell you, the deportation of all these legal immigrants sounds awesome, right? You're like, yeah, Trump's going to get in there and he's going to throw them all out of the country. Guess what? You and me are going to have to pay to deport them. Yeah, that's how the country works right now. If you're illegal, or if you're in another country and you need money, America will help you. But meanwhile, our highway systems are falling apart, our power grid's falling apart, and they want to go all electric, right? Meanwhile, our power grid can't even support what's here now. Our country is falling apart, plain and simple, and people don't see it. They hold out hope, right? That hey, all we got to do is make it to the end of this year. Trump will be back in there, and then we're back to normal, right? We're not going back to the way it was pre-pandemic. That is not going to happen. Plain and simple, it's not going to happen. It's not. We are stuck in this decline. Could it be better if another person gets in? It could be, but it's not going to fix everything. It's not. You can't vote your way out of this. We're too far gone. We're too far down the hole to vote our way out of this. The only way to do it is you got to just crash everything, right, and start back over, and that's what they're wanting to do. It's unbelievable how much money we send to other countries. Unbelievable. And meanwhile, you have people in the United States that are starving, that can't get housing. You got people that are getting kicked out of their houses. You got people that's losing jobs left and right. This stuff about the economy, how all these jobs are invented. In my area here, people get super excited when we're going to get a new fast food restaurant or a new grocery store. They're excited, right? Well, we're going to have another place to stop and eat. We're going to have another place to go buy groceries. They're excited, right? It's going to help the economy. Do you realize that the jobs for them places when they hire them, they're part-time jobs. They usually can't get over 20 hours a week. They usually have to work every day of the week to get the 20 hours. You're supporting, you're going to have people say, well, wait, burger flippers make $20 an hour now. Sounds good, don't it? It sounds like a lot of money. But then you're only getting 20 hours a week, right? Now, you go back pre-pandemic, you make $20 an hour and working 20 hours a week. You could live off that. Most of you can understand it. You could live off that then. But now with the prices of everything so high and so expensive, you can't live off that. These these restaurants and grocery stores, they come in, they offer, they sound awesome, right? But meanwhile, you sit back and think, these people, it's just more low paying jobs, no benefits. You're not going to get insurance or anything like that working at these places. It's got to the point where corporate greed is just out of control. The federal government is just throwing money everywhere except for where they need to throw it. They're not helping the American citizens out. You got them saying, well, we've invented all these jobs. You invented part-time jobs with no benefits, dead-end jobs. That's what you put out there. That's what you've been able to do. You know, you got all these elderly people that are fixing to retire. What's going to happen to their jobs, right? They're starting to push more into electronic jobs. You know what I'm talking about, like robots and things like that doing jobs. It cuts out these jobs. It's getting to the point of where we're going to lose everything we own. The country's going to collapse. And where do we go from there? I don't know. That's where we're at. An election is not going to fix this. Do you think if Trump wins, he's still not going to help other countries out? Yeah, he will. People say, well, he'll open up, oil drilling. He'll open this up and that up. You're just a little bit is all you're helping. That's it. Guys, we're in for it. We are in for it, plain and simple. And if you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I know a bunch of people just sitting here waiting on the election, and Trump's going to come in and it's going to fix everything overnight or within. And you got to remember, he only gets 4 more years. What happens after that 4 years, right? This is a mess. There's no way out of it. I expect us to break off into a war pretty soon with somebody. And technically, in the old days, we were already at war with these countries that's attacking us, right? But now they've changed the definition of everything, so we're not technically at war. So, best thing you can do is just keep prepping. Be able to, when everything goes to crap, you can sit back, take a deep breath, and say, all right, I'm ready. We're good to go. When is that going to happen? I don't know, but this year's just going to keep getting crazier and worse. The closer we get to the election, what's going to happen if Trump loses again? What's going to happen if Trump wins? What are the Democrats going to do? Is it going to just get out of control? Who knows? The only thing you can do is take care of yourself and what's immediately around you. That's it. Guys, keep your head on the swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. We are trying to upload videos. YouTube keeps sending us saying the video failed. It will not upload. I don't know what's going on. This video is being recorded Tuesday morning at around 6:30 in the morning. So whenever it comes up, that's whenever we get our issue with YouTube straightened out. But every time we try to upload a video since yesterday evening, it has said upload fail. So we're trying to get them out. Stay safe, keep prepping.